Hey girls. Sit. Working like a cat. No. There we go. So she does jump. Just move back. Or you can put your hand out. You can always prompt her. Sit. Or you can let her, kind of do it herself. So I'll try that again. Or even if they approach me, right? Oh, that's a beautiful synchronized stretch. There we go. So, going into a sit by themselves should also be reinforced. There you go. Let's check these off for you guys. Let's check these off for you guys. Oh, such a good stretch. Such a good stretch. So let's see what you guys know individually. Touch. Touch. Good girl. Touch. 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 There we go. We got both girls that time. There you go. And then you're going to take a little break. Randy. There you go. You can get it. Scoot your butt. Down. Good girl. Randy. So whenever I'm giving Randy a treat for being good by herself, I always say her name, so she has a good response. Stay. So that's also a hand sign. Stay. Like that, like traffic cop. And then you go across into another place where she is probably using the mirror to watch me. But you can, you can't see her on the camera. There she is. So she's there. And no words matter unless you say the specific word, which I'll say the next turn. But I want to just come in and reward her for doing a good stay. The longer the stays are, the more difficult they are. You can get additional treats, more than just one. Stay. So this time I'm going to call her. As you can see, she's not really doing anything from me just talking until I say a specific word, which is F-R-E-E, which releases her as also her name, and come when called. So I'll wait for her to finish her stretch. Free! Sloane, come! Good girl. All the way. You lazy butt. Sit. You got it. And that's a different location. Sloane. No, you don't like working in that room. Okay. Sit. There we go. Touch. 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 Good girl. Such a good job. Now, as I mentioned before, she doesn't really care for getting loomed over, and I'll show you kind of how that looks like. So you can get her, if you're petting her, you're petting her. So I'll show you first how it looks like and then how to work her through it. So she's all fine with all sorts of petting, but once you start to loom over her, not sure if you can see both of us, but the moment you get a little too much, she wants nothing to do with that. I'll show you how that looks also with Ronde, but she wants to... Have you been drinking So she'll be fine until, even if it's sideways, you can see like she doesn't want you to be looming over her. Where are you going, sweetie? Sloane. Hi, sweetheart. See, I don't need to do that anymore. All right, down. So now to get her over that, what you would do is pair the looming over behavior with food. So as she's eating food, I'm looming over her, getting close to her, and as she's done eating food, I'll get out of her space. And I may do that over and over again. So I'm coming in, looming over her, she eats food, and just slowly building up her tolerance. It could be a fear thing, so looming over her, really blocking her in, and then giving her her space. And I'll go back and forth like that. Give her treats and feed her at the same time as I'm looming over her. And then, such a good girl. Letting her see that I'll end it. Yeah. Alright, gotta load up. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Load up with more treats. So we're back. And what are you gonna do next? So, oh yeah, I just want to show. Alright, touch. You can get her to go where you need her to go through this behavior of asking her to touch something. So if I wanted to get her to go into the kennel, for example, touch. And then I extend my hand for her to go somewhere. She can even bop it at the end. She can then get her treat. There you go, sweetie. Alright, free. Her verbalization, down, has gotten a lot better. It looks like she was about to lay down herself, so we'll do that again. Grande. There you go. And a little bit more. So, see if we can do a combination. Touch. Sloane, touch. Touch. Good girl. So, let's see if she'll do it from here. Down. There we go. So this is, as you can see from the last video, we're not using hands so much. Oh. Down. It's like, how dare you take the food away from me? There we go. So you also want to feed in position. So if you ask for a down, you feed in a down. You don't ask for a down, they lay down and then feed in a stand or a sit. Or you're going to get popping up behavior. So they'll lay down and then they'll pop right back up for food. So I want her to feel like that she's always going to get food for the position that she's going to be in. So you're kind of saving yourself headaches down the line. So other things too, while they're in this position, leave it. If she does go for it, you kind of just step into her space. So for her, the leave it behavior should be, we just started this yesterday, so this is pretty fresh for her, is to lay down and to kind of leave it alone. Leave it. Good girl. Come here. I also want to show it. Leave it. I can block it. Later on, you won't really need to block it, but at the beginning, you want to just make sure when you say leave it, that it isn't a game of who's faster, right? So if she did go for that food, I'd reach in and just block her with my body or just my hand. So right now what I'm waiting for her to do is a DOWN, so that, there we go. And that's how she gets the stuff that she wants. There you go, nice burp. So you want to practice this on many different surfaces, many different locations. So I'll put it here. Leave it. So my hand is always going to be near, but I'm going to give her the benefit of a doubt, but I am the safety net. There you go. Good girl. So you want to practice this when she's in different positions too, right? Leave it. Good girl. You can have a release word for her later too, like she can go and get it. There you go. Turkey juices, or chicken juices more like it. So, you know, you'll move around. Now imagine this is like an aspirin or something like that, right? Leave it. Oh, so I'm using my foot just to block her from finishing. Good girl. Leave it. You also hold out for eye contact back to you. And if you do that consistently, then she'll start to learn that if she wants something, she has to break eye contact and attention from that piece of turkey and look actually back up to you. So you're going to have to play a patience game. One, she may elicit the behavior herself, but right now she's not going to. She may, oh, she is, kinda, looking at me, looking at my hands. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. Good. Touch. Good girl. You're a smarty, right? And we did not forget about you. Grande. There you go. Alright, we're going to see what your sister can do. Okay?